What if the Earth had rings like Saturn? This question comes from literally every kid who's ever looked at Saturn and thought, why don't we have that? Imagine Earth with enormous, glowing rings, shimmering arcs of ice and dust circling the planet like a sci-fi crown. First off, yes, it would look amazing. So amazing, in fact, that humanity would probably spend less time looking at their phones and more time just staring up. Depending on how the rings are tilted, your view would change dramatically based on where you are on the planet. Near the equator, you'd see massive glowing arches rising straight into the sky, vertical ribbons of light stretching from horizon to horizon. Near the poles, though, not much, just regular skies. Sorry, penguins. At night, the rings would reflect sunlight and light up the sky like a permanent aurora. Forget stargazing. The stars would be drowned out by this giant glowing spectacle. Romantic walks under the stars? More like romantic walks under giant frozen debris orbiting at 30,000 kilometers per hour. But rings don't just change what you see, they'd affect Earth itself. Big time. Rings cast shadows. That means some parts of the planet would get less sunlight, especially if the rings were dense and wide. This would shift weather patterns, create strange microclimates, and probably confuse every farmer on Earth. Imagine living in a place where the sun never fully hits you because a giant cosmic frisbee blocks it. Cozy. And maybe very, very cold. And space travel? Good luck. Earth's rings would be made of countless icy rocks and dust particles, zipping around the planet like bullets. Launching satellites through that? Risky. And GPS satellites would have to take weird detours just to avoid being shredded. Culturally, the rings would become a symbol of everything. National flags, religions, conspiracy theories. Ancient civilizations would have built temples aligned with the ring's path. Entire mythologies would revolve around it. Modern humans would put it on every Instagram photo. And somewhere, somehow, someone would probably try to mine it for profit. Now, let's get to the big question. How would Earth even get rings? Saturn's rings may have formed when one of its moons got too close and shattered. For Earth, that could mean our own moon would need to get ripped apart, which would be, well, a bad day for everyone. Tides? Gone. Ocean levels? Weird. Wolves howling at the moon? Out of a job. But if, somehow, we got rings without the destruction, would it be worth it? Absolutely. Because we'd live on the coolest looking planet in the solar system. Our skies would be a constant reminder that the universe is wild and beautiful and just a little bit ridiculous. And honestly, who wouldn't want to wake up, sip their coffee, and look up at the sky to see that?